Hello everyone. So today I received for service Nakamichi ZX-7, and this one was claimed as everything works except there is no sound, and I received it in this state, and as you may see everything works and definitely not produce any sound. But as soon as you remove azimuth button, we have sound, everything works, and this plays really nice. So I will talk to owner and see if he still wants to go to like servicing, replacing belts and so on. Let me see if it will calibrate, just to check if it still perform well. Okay. It doesn't. You see, calibration don't start for some reason. Okay, let's try. And not rising, as you may see. So there are some more issues. And you're in the tape mode, so it should be starting, and it doesn't. Yeah, see, generator doesn't work, reset doesn't work, nothing works. I'm quite not sure. Again, see, record. No, it's even not rising. That's older signals from the tape. Memory, does it work? The counter looks to be working. Okay, let me reset this one. Now rewind. Memory doesn't work from the counter. Let me see. I turn on memory. So that's where it's installed improperly. This button. That's how it should be installed. So that's off, play, rec. Now memory should work. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, now it works. Now let's do off, and let's try one more time. No, it's not starting. So calibration doesn't work. Even if I will start, it will not turn on generators. Nothing work. Alright, let me discuss with owner quickly, and I will get back to you if he just listen pre-recorded tapes, so it works. But let's see. See you soon. Alright guys, here I read through the conversation thread. So the complaint was that this deck was in service a year ago, right? And since then it doesn't record. Okay, so here belt, it's original. I'm not sure if it was in service why belt is not replaced. I check it up the connectors which goes from the front panel, and I don't believe they've been like open it. You see, this one looks like original to me. So front panel was not removed. Let me see. I don't understand what they've been fixing. Let me see the idler tire. Idler tire is old with cracks. So let me zoom in. You cannot see with this zoom. Let me see if I can do it closer. So I can see small cracks in it. Alright, so not sure what has been done. If idler tire is not replaced, the belt is not replaced. So what has been serviced, I'm not quite sure. Connectors are in place. So there was some attempt to solder in here. Alright, so let me see what I can do for this deck. Okay guys, I continue investigation and I'm measuring BS on-off signal on the CPU. Alright, so give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. And check the oscilloscope. On CPU it goes to 0 as proper. Alright. And when I measure the signal between resistors R312 and 311, okay, if you will check schematic, those are on bias board. Okay, the same signal should come directly right here in this point. Let me see one more time. So 312 connect with 311. Oh, it's transistor. Okay, 312 and 313. So 312. So this point here. Okay, we have it, right? And then we have transistor Q304, which should give 12 volts on collector when we use it. So let me see, it's base collector. So you see right now it's minus 12. Okay. And nothing changes here. Let me see one more time. So twelve volts. You see nothing changes. And here is the base. So you see we have a little bit of drop. Exactly 0.6 volts should be there. Dropping. And I observe this, so it looks like Q304 is dead because it doesn't give, I see like it should give 12 volts and we see minus 12 volts here. Minus 12 is bias off and 12 is bias on. Alright, so I will have to desolder and replace this transistor. Let's go from there. Okay, and here you may see that this transistor not tested as transistor anymore. Okay, so it's definitely fried part, so I will replace now. Alright guys, I installed a transistor. It started to supply power, but I've seen a little bit of smoke. So I believe the capacitors, orange capacitors, are fried, and I would need to replace them right away and then replace transistors again. Okay, that's what's happening, and I told you many times in my videos that orange capacitors in the bias generator needs to be replaced. That's what I would do right now. See you soon. Alright everyone, after replacing 4 capacitors and 1 transistor, we finally have a bias. A little bit higher, 107 kilohertz, so I will tune up now, and no more smoke is coming out of the board. That's a good sign. Alright, so let me adjust the bias frequency, and I meet you there. Alright, I just tuned it, so what I'm doing, I'm measuring on the rise head. And you may see bias frequency on the oscilloscope, and using a screwdriver to go underneath and get into this transformer right here. This is the big one with 8 pins, and adjust the frequency. So that's how it works. So now we are rising, and that's the parts which I replaced. Right. Now let me check why calibration doesn't start. It will take a little bit more time. Alright guys, that was a reason why calibration didn't work as well. So now you may see. Oops. Let's do one more time. You hear the motor working, so the belt is stretched. So sometimes it works fully, sometimes it's not. So here let me adjust azimuth. Alright. A little bit more. Stays. Now we're recording calibration signals on this tape and 15 kilohertz. Done. Recalibrating. Everything works now. So the only mechanical service and calibration left. Why? We have fixed this deck. See you soon. And here I'm back. I removed the tape transport. To do this I had to remove front panel. And then I was able to remove the tape transport. It looks like that. So here we go. Come on. Here you see the cracks, right? That's the old idler tire, and it's never was replaced. Okay, so what I will be doing, I will be replacing this guy, cleaning, lubricating everything, replacing the belts, lubricate the azimuth adjustment mechanism on the heads. So the same as we did on the Dothan's deck before. Alright, so that's old lubricant and it needs to be cleaned to work perfectly. And that's what I will be doing. So let me do it and I see you in a moment. Here guys, I'm continuing disassembly. I see some liquid lubricant here. It's kind of been sprayed up. And here in this hole I may see the old lubricant which never been cleaned up. Okay, so let me clean it. See you there. And here guys, I'm continuing dismantling the deck, this tape transport, and you may see that old lubricant everywhere, and that's the old belt. It looks very stretched. 133 millimeters half length. It's way too much. Alright, so this means this belt will be slipping on the capstans and like tape tension would not work. Alright, continue doing this disassembly. So next step, remove capstans. Let me remove the door. Okay, it looks like sprayed, so I see lubricant here. So they've been adding lubricant. At least here. Okay, good to know. But they never removed the front panel, so that's worrying me. So where they just spraying from the top. Let me see. this spring has never been dismantled. It's factory sealed. Okay, fortunately this deck came in one piece to me. I hope it will manage to get back to his owner in one piece as well. And he used an oversized box and put styrofoam and additional cushion, and that's why it came like that. And what I like, so he claims that it's one owner deck. You may see how white the plastic is, so it was stored in very good conditions. I have seen many decks with yellowish plastic. Does not hold very well. Okay, belt. And then micro switch here. All right, and here we get access. So that's the belt. I believe it's too big. It still holds, but it was slipping like crazy. Okay, it just cannot get so big in 3 years. Next. Let's remove wheel tables. Friction mechanism. Okay, now we can remove the idler lever. Yeah, everything is dry here. And here is the idler. Micro cracks everywhere. It looks more or less soft. It's not plasterized, as you may see. So let me see. No, it's a little bit plastic. Okay, done. Okay, even if it's don't crack, I believe grip is already not the same. Okay. Let me get a little idler tire. I'm ordering another set because over the last months they started to use quickly. Okay. This one is soft and nice. Done, installed. Let me lubricate this bearing. Okay, see? That's how it should work when it's lubricated. Now, let me lubricate the big bearing. Done. Now it works easy. And now we can put spring back. Sometimes it takes more time than you may expect. Depends on how bent the spring and come on, go in. Here we go. Now it's grippy. All right, now let's assemble real tables. Decided to be not so easy tonight. Here idler was on the way. Done with this part. Now we will clean old lubricant. Okay, clean it here. And apply new lubricant. Okay. Now I need to get belts. I have it. Okay, done. Now we need to set sensor. This rotating. Okay. Here. Everything moves properly. All right. Now switch. So technically you know the procedure, how to follow, right? We did it together, I believe, many times. done. Now installing springs back. The springs pulling carriage with the heads to the back plate, so it will work smoothly and always in the same position, so azimuth will be good. The best solution I have seen is Tiag C1, when they put heads on a thick shaft, and this was rolling on this shaft to keep azimuth straight. That was cool. But that's the only deck when I have seen this mechanism applied. Everyone else decided that it's good enough without this. Okay, all three springs in place, and now we can install screws. This Nakamichi screws has a thin thread, so that's where every time you cannot just start screwing in. You have to go back to find a proper position, because otherwise you will start cutting new thread right away. Okay. And same with metal body parts, they are assembled the same way. External screws, there I believe you can get up to 3 different positions while you get it properly. I'm not sure why they use these screws, but I have seen cases when decks have been shipped to me when top cover been removed, and then like it's put back but screws are not fully tight because they just don't go. Alright, so that was the most interesting and exciting part, so you know the rest, it's quite easy to go. See you soon. Okay everyone, I have installed the front belt, installed other belts, you can see here, straight and nice. Okay, and belt right here. Okay, looks nice. Next step, I have to remove the front door and put it aside because I can fully remove it due to wires keeping the slide here, and then get to the heads block and clean up lubricant on the azimuth adjustment. And here you may see old lubricant on the door as well, so that we will be replacing. See you soon. And here guys, I dismounted the heads and you may see old lubricant everywhere. So it was poor service. Let me clean it up, lubricate, and I will show you assembly. And here guys, how clean it lubricated mechanism should work like. You see, it changes the azimuth of the record head easily. Okay. Now I will assemble it back, put the cable and test everything assembled. And I probably will also lubricate shafts here. It still looks okay, but better lubricate than let them stuck, as we've seen a couple times. Okay, see you soon. And I'm also decided to lubricate shafts for pinch rollers to make them run smoother. Okay, that's the one, and let me do the other one. See you soon. Okay guys, assembled, cleaned, demagnetized, and head azimuth works smoothly. Okay, ready to install back system. And here guys, tape transport assembled. Works quite and easy. I mentioned that azimuth was significantly off, so I will be tuning azimuth. Looks like everything works. Yeah, you see, if I hold it, it opens fully. So this eject mechanism, I'm already lubricated, but it's not always work fully. Just keep it a little bit longer and it will open. Okay, so let me tune it and I will show you results. See you soon. Okay guys, and I'm measuring, and it's wound flutter tape. I see that speed is a little bit off, it's 3025. I will have to fix it. Wound flutter 0.08. It was just 0.06. I'm not sure what's happened. I still have to set speed. Okay, but it's okay for this age, for this deck. Most of them show the same result. On my belts, that's the best one I can get these days. Alright, so let me adjust speed and I meet you in a moment. Okay, and here is speed adjusted, 3001, and wound flutter 0.08 weighted, which is good result I suppose for this deck. Next I will be testing and setting up azimuth. I'm already checked the height of the head, and record head was sitting too high. I'm already adjusted it. So now when I will adjust azimuth, we should be able to easily do it. So let's go to level and scope. Okay, azimuth is off. Let me tune it. Let me see. Here we go. That's the maximum. You see, that's the proper one, because the other one would be the lower. That's why we need to check on low frequencies and on high frequencies. The azimuth is proper. This goes pretty well. Now, let's see the levels of a spectrum range. So this bar, it should be not changing level across all the range, from 400 to 15 kilohertz. And it goes pretty well. Okay, going up. You see, it keeps levels even like 1-2 decibel higher on 10 kilohertz, 12, 14, and even more higher on 15. Okay, and that's the levels. Minus 13, minus 14. Right depth channel on 15 kilohertz. And it's going down, so it's now 8 kilohertz. And it keeps the levels across all range. Good. And minus 13 on the low frequencies. Perfect. Very good results. All range keeps pretty well. Now, when we have verified playback, the last thing we have to check the Dolby level. That's 0 on Nakamichi ZX. And it shows zeros. And I believe it's a little bit higher than I was. Yeah, it's blinking here. Let me get my screwdriver. This one. And levels right here. Okay. 0 was plus 2 decibel. 0. Okay, see, it's blinking, so the indicator set a little bit off. That's what we will be doing the next step. It's adjusting indicator and calibrator. Okay, so we have the back level. Next, I'm sending 400 Hz, 0 level, and indicator should show us. Let me open service manual, because I was working with schematic, and now I need service manual to see how properly tuned. Nakamichi ZX-7 service manual. Okay. And what I need this diagram to see what levels are here. So it's meter level 15 kilohertz, meter level 400 Hz, input meter level, these two, 101 and 201. Let's check that it sits properly. For some reason it doesn't adjust. So let me see one. Oh, it's right there. Sign it on the board. Let me see one more time. No, meter, yeah. Input. This should be source. Okay, everything is fine. And it doesn't change. Okay, maybe I forget. It's been a while. Okay, let me reread service manual. I believe this generators here, 400 Hz and 15 kHz, is balanced left, right, and then there is indicators. Okay, let me check. See you soon. All right, everyone, I just tuned it. So that's the source, and you see zeros. I have zeros here. Next, 400 Hz, zeros, and it's zeros here. Next, 15 kilohertz, zeros, and minus 20 here. So switching to minus 20, and we see zeros. Right? So all levels, and I had to adjust a little bit a balance between left-right channel here. So 400 Hz spot here, 15 kilohertz spot here. These two indicate generator 400 Hz levels. These two adjustment for 15 kilohertz levels, and these two adjustment for input level. All right, so you see now I turn off generator and it sets to the input level and it shows proper values. All right, calibrated. As simple as that. Okay, now we will be Testing tapes. Type 1. Let's calibrate. Okay, azimuth is good. Level is good. Bias is good. Okay. And now we will be recording. And it's tape playing, 120 microseconds. And as you may see, it's calibrated well. White noise -20, and it's recorded signal. And as you may see, it's super cool. Like less than 1 decibel difference. So that's the source. And that's the tape. Pretty cool. Good. I wanna test this deck. Let's see -10. Wow, perfect. And zeros. Good, very good. Next. Let's see. Did it really say tape? Microseconds. Azimuth need to change it. Oh, now it goes so easy. Comparing that it was before tough. Now I can very easily rotate this knob. Come on. Come on. Back. Done. Levels. That's where probably we would need to adjust azimuth again, because levels were different. No? No, we're good. And bias. Ooh. Okay. Now we adjusted bias, you see azimuth go away. Done. Recording. -20. Very good. Source. And tape. -10. Still very good. And zeros. And now Dolby C. Oops. You see how much better. Okay, cool. And the last one would be metal tape. But it now works quite easy. The DKMA, this last generation, they are very sensitive on the high frequencies and a little bit low on level. Okay. A little bit off. Let's see the face. Almost there. I'm changing face right now. Okay, let's consider this as very good phase. Now it will show us offset, right? Yeah, that's where we need to tune up azimuth port a little bit. In a different direction. Okay, so that would show us ideal azimuth. Yes, you see, good azimuth, and here we will have proper value. Good. Fully tuned. Good results. Now let's see how it will record. See, much better. A little bit right channel. However, probably we need to calibrate after we adjusted azimuth. Like that. So very similar. Yeah, much better. Good. -10. Good. And 0. And now Dolby C. Technically no loss. Okay. Good. That would be it. I would assemble, try a couple musical recordings and ship it back. So I hope this will help you with your restoration work. See you and bye-bye. And here guys, I'm recording music between source and tape. There is no difference. Really, great deck, and with Dolby C it's just perfect. I cannot hear Dolby C working. Really good results. Okay, and has a low use, so the one owner of this deck was very savvy. Don't use this deck much. Now it will work for another 10-15 years, I believe. So good luck with this deck, and see you in my next adventures. Bye bye.